On this episode of the Infowars News Blitz, Watchdogs brace for surprises in massive $1.14 trillion spending bill. Zuckerberg eludes socialism, and Texas Lawmakers says it is legal to say Merry Christmas. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. Okay, first is the first article of the day here, and the title is named Watchdogs Brace for Surprise in Massive $1.014 trillion Spending Bill. Jesus, that's a lot of zeros. The article was written by Rebecca Sinbad. Great. The article says here that basically outsiders groups are bracing for a surprise in a massive government funding bill. The Congress is expecting to consider next week. The $1.14 trillion bill funding most of the government through September 2015 is one of the latest trains out of the station as the 103rd Congress is set to close shop on Friday. That means it could be a final chance for lobbyists and lawmakers alike to find a vehicle for their priorities. We're ready to be surprised, said Steve Ellis, Vice President at Taxpayers for Common Sense, which highlights hidden measures, including in the funding bills. Appropriations preparing the bill are keeping a light lid on its contents. They are expected to release the legislation Monday. The government will shut down on December 12th if it does not approve new funding measured by then. The article goes on to say that some liberals are also worried about a rider to reverse DC's new pot law, though others say that would be a long shot. Incoming Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, meanwhile, has been repeatedly by pushing to attach a rider that would end limits opposing on coordinated spending between campaign committees and candidates. I mean, basically, it's a horrible thing. I mean, even Alex Jones was covering it. Which, in turn, I don't have to, basically. I had to be ready, but I can't play it. So, you're going to have to go to the Alex Jones, go to the Alex Jones channel and type in Senate passes near record $1 trillion spending deal, and go read it there. I mean, it's a breakdown of what Alex Jones talked about on this show on Monday. Second article of the day, folks, and it's about Zuckerberg again. Yeah, the same guy that calls his Facebook users like me dumb effers. Wait, I'm not a dumb effer. Am I? Anyway, the article is titled Zuckerberg launders Socialism with China's Internet Censorship Czar. Underneath it says Facebook CEO visits with Liu Wei, hypocritical and absurd, and it is written by Paul Joseph Watson. The article says here that CEO Mike Zuckerberg laundered the virtues of socialism during a recent meeting with Liu Wei, the Czar of China's democratic internet censorship system. Having previously met with the State Department's official, Catherine Norwelli, who urges the two countries to work together as friends on web security, We paid a visit to Facebook's Silicon Valley offices despite the fact that social media networking sites is completely banned in China. During the meeting, we discovered a book written by Chinese President Xi Jinping called The Governance of China, sitting on Zuckerberg's office desk, leading Zuckerberg to a comment, "I thought I bought this book for my co-workers. I want them to understand socialism with Chinese characteristics." Under Wi's control, as the article goes on to say here, there are blocks of foreign websites in China have increased, while regulations on social media were tightened to make web users who post content or critical of the site legally responsible for any content which receives over 500 shares should be deemed a false rumor by authorities. Well, I mean, there's even a picture on Facebook with Zuckerberg dressed up in a quote-unquote Chinese uniform with a book in one hand and a sword in another. I mean, the guy's a complete demonic son of a gun. I mean, all this stuff's gonna come back on him. And if you're listening to this, Zuckerberg, it's all gonna come back on you sooner or later. So, don't worry. All that karmatic retribution calling your user dumb efforts, trust me, it's gonna come back on you. Okay, folks, last article of the day here. And it's an article written by Adon Salazar. And there's a little video here with it as well. The title is named Texas Lawmaker to Schools. Yes, it's illegal to say Merry Christmas. Underneath it says Lone Star Take says, "To hell with taboo PC nonsense." Well, I mean, it's complete nonsense anyway. Lawmakers in Texas are reminded that schools in the state is okay to say Merry Christmas and celebrate the Yale tradition of Hanukkah, the Yale Tide and Hanukkah, Yuletide, and Hanukkah celebrations without fear of repercussions. The recreation was made at a press conference yesterday in Austin, where the state senators Dwayne Bullock and Richard Raymond reminded citizens about the Merry Christmas bill passed last year. What? We have restored fun and magic to Christmas and Hanukkah season. We can do this together. We can all get along and have fun doing it, said Representative Dwayne. Underneath, as the article goes on here, which I'm pretty much speechless now, folks, it says, in today's world of political correctness run amok, Christmas trees have been replaced with holiday trees as a simple on-campus greeting such as Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah, and can land students or teachers in hot water. A message on the Dwight campaign sponsorship website MerryChristmasBill.com states, unlike the school days of yore, a wave of political correctness has saturated the minds of many who believe separation between church and state extends to the minds of the children inside our classrooms. I mean, literally, it's getting hellish out there now. I mean, in Europe, you can't even say mom or dad or parents. And you can't even say, and now it's all coming here. I lost. I'm completely lost. And we're letting it all happen. I mean, I was watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and there's a scene in a clip, and it was about one rebel guy and another, and the militia guy. They were talking about how they let the separatists in or whatever. But basically, this is the type of thing I talk about. We need to stop this crap now. Oh, and one last thing. There's an article here saying that basically there's some guy, some Infowarrior, just posting billboards nationwide with his own money. So I just want to, that's an article you might want to read there. Well, that's all the articles I have for you today. If you want to learn more about the articles, please go to the links below or go to Infowars.com. Thank you for 100 articles just like this one that I just read for you. This is the Infowars. I'm Infowars. Signing out.